31-foot double slide Fleetwood Prowler Bunkhouse here at Haylet RV of Coldwater, Michigan, and this is a real Prowler, not the Heartland things they call a Prowler today, which is just a Prowler sticker on the front of a North Country travel trailer. Regardless of that, this is back when Fleetwood was the king, and there are so many things on this that are actually still so current and cool, it's not even funny. They were way ahead of their time on a lot of aspects. This is a great floor plan that's going to offer your family a lot of space. Now what's nice here, you know, if you've had the knower one slide camper and you're just looking for something bigger because the kids got taller, which seems to happen way quicker than most of us want, you know, this is a great unit for you here. Now it's been well kept, it's used, so the money's going to be right, and like I said, it hasn't had leaks, it's not falling apart. It's a very good piece. It's a reliable, solid, good soldier here. Something that you can take home and camp for a few years with, you know, worry-free, not have to worry about it falling apart. Big awning on this sucker too. About 18 foot or so. And I like the big oversized grab handle right here on the door. It's very nice. Like also a wider door. Fleetwood was doing stuff like this way before a lot of guys. This has an actual wider entry door, so that if you're walking in, say like with your big, you know, your platter from the grill or your fire pit outside, if you were cooking up a storm, then you know, it's just easy to come in and out of this door right here. So big super slide here in the living room. Now there's a just shockingly deceptive amount of storage in here. This looks roughly like a lot of other campers you've seen, but Fleetwood was so good at touches. It was the touches that set them apart. Little stuff like this. Like this looks nice, you know, it looks like you've got couch legs and whatnot, but they're weighted curtains so that everything stays down and in place. But you actually have full storage space underneath this sofa. Most brands don't do that for you. Most brands just put a hard faceplate on there and they kill that storage space. It's something that you're paying for, but you don't get to use. You know, that's the differences in a Fleetwood. Like they had the bigger access doors on your dinette here to get down to that storage. They had way bigger windows before a lot of guys. You know, it was that sort of thing. You know, we're looking at central air here, central heat in the floor, so this is a good spring, summer, fall camper. And kitchen space is awesome. You've got some great kitchen and storage space going on here. All kind, you know, everything you're going to need for your kitchen space. Although I did see this lower drawer looks like it's been worked over. It probably got overloaded a little bit. Someone might have accidentally kicked it. So keep in mind, if I see a defect, I point it out. So, you know, I like to make sure that you guys know exactly what you're getting here. I'm not just sunshine and rainbows. I'm actually, by nature, I'm a doom and gloom person. I'm kind of a downer, but campers are fun, so it's easy to have fun when you're looking at these. But if I do see a defect, I do point it out. Now, I'm not going to get worried about, hey guys, there's a little scuff on these stools. You know what? This is a used camper. Those are hardwood stools that probably got knocked together by the grandkids a couple times. I'm not getting my blood pressure worked up over that. I'm looking at things that actually matter and how it functions. A function over fashion kind of situation here. Now, speaking of that, this is again what you know what they're starting to finally do in fifth wheels and travel trailers? Give you a spot for a trash can. You know what Fleetwood did ages ago? Give you a spot for a trash can. It's those kind of stupid things that made them just far and away the top manufacturer out there. And they stayed that way until the day their original president cashed in his chips and the company became publicly traded. And at that point, it was like 3 years later they went down the tubes. This was not built during that period, and you can tell because you've just got monster utility pass-through storage. This could be used from either side right here. This could be a pantry. It could be a closet. You could put one of those little drawer space organizers or shelf deals in here. You could do whatever you want with that space. This is either a pantry or a closet or a little bit of anything you want. Now this is also adjustable shelving way before anybody else was putting adjustable shelving in campers. That kind of stuff adds up. You can sleep 8-10 people in here. You gotta feed them and you gotta store all their stuff. And that's what this camper gets done for you. Extra big closet pantry space over here, and you see that from the factory they did install one of those little shelf organizers I was telling you about. A couple old pieces of Tupperware left over from the previous owner. Awesome. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Under your sink area here, we have plenty of room for your extra toilet paper, for your tank treatment tablets. We're getting a very big sink. You can actually wash your hands in here. And we do have a nice medicine cabinet where you can actually keep your toothpaste and toothbrush and all that stuff off of the counter and not all gummed up. Now notice, toothbrush holder, it's clean. that tells me these were people who took care of stuff, because people don't usually clean a toothbrush holder. That's a very good indicator that this was well maintained. So the question, of course, is why did they get rid of it? This is actually the second time we've had this camper. The folks had it for a year or two, something like that. Really enjoyed it. They had a good time. And they traded this double slide used bunkhouse for a triple slide new Springdale bunkhouse from Haylett RV right here in Coldwater, Michigan. They upgraded to 3 slides, an outside kitchen, brand new camper, all kinds of stuff. So they enjoyed the experience so much, they reinvested, upgraded, and even went larger. Another thing I want to point out here is on the bunk side of this cabinet, you do have a couple extra big drawers here. So you have even extra space back here in the bunkhouse to keep the kids and people's stuff, you know, tucked out of the way. What I like is this is private without being cut off. You have a very nice flow in this floor plan. You just kind of, you know, flow into the living room. I don't have a better word for it. Obviously, I used the same word twice. That was a mistake. Anyway, I just like it that it's nice and bright. It's open. It's not dark woods like seems to be the trend. It's that nice honey oak coloring that this is how campers looked when I grew up. This is sharp. This is what really speaks to me. Now, this is also made before the day and age of flat screens becoming dominant in the RV business, so you still have a big, deep entertainment center. I still consider this a plus because it means we have bigger, deeper storage. Look at that. Even all original owner's manuals still present and accounted for. That's cool. That's a cool sign to me. That tells me these folks are really the type to keep track of stuff. You know, both sides of the bed have power outlets. Now, these could be used for charging your phones, for CPAP machines, and outlets by the bed. That's something that, you know, like CPAP machines are really more of a recent thing that's kind of developed in American lifestyle. But, you know, having a reading lamp or something like that here, that's been a common thing. Also notice how much space they have between this cabinet and that countertop, so you're not going to catch your shoulder on this corner. Plus, it's a radius corner, not a sharp edge corner. It costs a little more money to use a radius edge corner piece. It's a nicer thing, though, and you can see that, and you will the first time you're not paying attention, you get out of bed and you catch your shoulder on that corner. It just, little stuff like that makes a difference. Even up here in the bedroom, we still have full valances and lambrequins boxing in the window, so you do have full privacy. We do have a full sliding pocket door here for the bedroom, so you have privacy there. Again, everything looks pretty clean and in good shape. I've seen one drawer that maybe the hardware needs to get adjusted or fixed on. That's it. That's the only thing I can say about this camper. Everything else looks like it's in really good, solid shape. Very good for the year, especially. So give us a call, 800-256-5196, Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care, stay safe, happy camping.